Hey guys, how we doing? It's Jim with Styrene Monkey. Well, I'm still here. I haven't left. It's been about probably 3 months since my last video. But the reason I've been gone for so long is because I started a new job. Prior to my last video, I was unemployed for about 7 months, and I totally vanquished one of my 401ks to keep paying bills and to keep living, per se. And now I got a great new job for the last 3 months. Big company, making more money than I thought I would. They're very appreciative people about me being there with them. I'm very fortunate and very grateful. At that time, when I was unemployed, I had to sell quite a few kits to keep my hobby going and to pay some bills. But you know what? Just makes you stronger, makes things a whole lot better in the future. But I also noticed since the time of my absence, I've had quite a few new subscribers. I just want to thank each and every one of you out there. Thank you for subscribing and watching my videos. I really appreciate it quite a bit. I haven't been watching as many videos as I have since I started this new job. And now that I'm on a constant routine of what I know what's going on, and things are getting better. But I just want to do this video to do a little explanation why I've been gone so long. And I got a new build for you, a brand new build. And it's taken me about 3 months to put this together on and off. So let's get this camera turned around and let's show you the brand new build and what's on the bench. Okay guys, this is where we're at. This is the new build that's on the bench. Just completed the rest of it today. The 1971 Plymouth Hemi Cuda by Revell. This was a Revell muscle series. This was issued, I think, back out in 2007. And this kit's been made over and over and over quite a few times. Great kit. It does lack some details, but I'll point that out as I go along. So let's go ahead and let's get this out of the way and bring her on up here. Now, like I said, this was about a 3-month build or so because I've been working quite a bit on this engine to get it to where I want it to be. Just trying to zoom up here for you. There we go. This kit, it didn't come at all with any of these breathers on the engine here. I had to order those separately off of eBay. I don't know why there's just a hole there. I didn't see a whole lot of pictures when I was doing some research on this about that being an open hole. A lot of them had caps with breather valves on it. That kind of like made me go, I don't understand why Revell went that route. But anywho, we went ahead and put an aftermarket distributor, and we wired this in the same firing order as the OEM. Also did a fuel line off the carburetors. These I did all by hand with a wire and some of the Detail Masters fittings on here, and plumbed this all up. And also put some, I guess you'd call these heater hoses on here. This thing didn't come at all with any kind of air-conditioned motor like the OEM has here, or windshield wiper motor, which would be here. There's quite a few things on this firewall here that should be here that Revell did not issue for this kit. It's lacking some detail. I guess they figured that someone would keep the hood closed to give this, this air intake some kind of look. But also the battery is molded into this sidewall here on the side of the fender. You have to tape all that off to get that painted separately. Went ahead and did the battery cables here and such. This one here is all the ground that goes right directly to the motor block. And then, of course, this goes down to the starter area. But did a little, this is the metal foil that I did on the whole car, except for the back, since it had the shaded vents on the back. There was no reason for me to do that. There was a kit that came out by Model Car Garage. It was a photo etch kit. Came with quite a few accessories. One of the accessories that it came with that I did not do was the beauty rings here for the gills. They call these the gills on Plymouth. And it just seemed like it covered up quite a bit of the opening, and it was just very difficult to put on. That was one thing I didn't put on this. It did come with this great, let me show you if I can zoom up here, Plymouth logo that's in the kit that goes right on here. That was a little bit difficult because there's just a little bit of metal holding each one of those letters in place, and if you play with it too much, it bends very easily. It did come with the kit, in the kit, the Model Car Garage kit, that is the photo kit, with these hood pin plates. It did not come with the pins. I had to get the pins, the hood pins, from a Detail Master kit that I've had years ago, which are actually sewing needles, are what these are used in here, that are in place. Today I went ahead and did the hood pins on this as well. I don't know if you can see it or not. There's one over here that I did. That was also by Detail Master. It's a hood pin kit. It comes with the wire and the pins. And it does come with some of the hood plates that you put on the hood and such. But that also was also available in the Model Car Garage kit. The Model Car Garage kit also came with the photo etch radiator cap. I was looking for a better radiator cap to make this rise a little higher, to make it a little bit better, but yeah, it will do for now. Went ahead and did an overflow hose off the top of the radiator here. And that's pretty much it, except for, you know, drilling out the holes for the carburetor and such, and plumbing it up, like I said, and did some loom wire holders here, also from Detail Master. The spring on here is from Detail Master, a throttle return spring. But all in all, it's not a bad kit. This piece here, there was a big gap between the radiator and the front of the grill area here. So I went ahead and took a piece of styrene and I fitted it in there and painted the same color as the car, of course. That took a lot of the gap out of there. It just looked like it was a big open hole. And on the OEM car, there is a really piece that goes right in front of this radiator. So I did a lot of research on this car to make sure I got everything pretty much straight like it should be. Another great thing that came with the Model Car Garage photo etch set was that on the grill in the front, it came with the actual grill pieces and the rings. For this, you have to sand the back of the grill down. I did it with a Dremel tool to thin it out, and then you were able to punch through the front of the grill with an X-Acto knife to get it out, so you can put the metal grill behind it and then get the beauty rings on in the front. All in all, it is a pretty good kit. It's pretty simple. I would say it's a very simple kit. It could have used a little bit more detail-wise, but, you know, these are the things that you could add on there. There is another kit, 1970 Plymouth AAR Cuda, that's made by Revell, which you could possibly use the firewall from that kit. I'm sure it would fit, and it has all the accessories on here, but I didn't feel like, you know, destroying a kit just for a firewall. Let's just keep it simple. And by the way, this is painted with the Model Masters Sublime Green. That was off their One Coat Lacquer series that they did. Hit that about a couple of times on the body, sprayed right out of the can. And I'd say about 3 or 4 coats of Tamiya Clear on there. Like I said, I always go with the Tamiya Clear. Great product. Never will stray from the Tamiya Clear. It always comes out great every time I use it. And yeah, also that photo etch set also comes with this great little, I don't know if you can see it or not, but the Hemi Cuda logo is all in photo etch too, which is a great little add-on for this air cleaner. Let's see if we can get this turned up so you can see the bottom a little bit here. Pretty much simple, just kept it clean. I had to tape all that off underneath. That exhaust system is molded into the plastic. I had to tape that off. That took me a couple hours to get that done. I also had to tape off around the gas can, or the gas tank, I should say, to get that all painted aluminum. But it's just plain Jane underneath the bottom, nothing little extra. But I will tell you, there is one thing that is really a bear on this kit, is these, they call these billboards back in the 1970s during the Plymouth area, the Hemi billboard. This thing, one kit I had, the decals were pretty dry. They were very brittle. Didn't work too well, and also some of the black came out. The black is on the back side of the decal, so then the green showed through. Got another kit, bought another kit at Hobby Lobby. That did take care of the problem, but when I went to go do the other side of the billboard, the decal curled on itself and I couldn't get it unstuck. Then eventually we had to go to the eBay route and just find a decal kit for our decal sheet for $3.99 plus $2 shipping and handling, which that finally resolved my problem on the other side. But that, out of all the whole kit, the only thing that was just the worst of all was this billboard sign. This Hemi and everything is all one piece. So you got to make sure you lay this decal sheet with a lot of water. I wouldn't put any, like Tamiya Mark Fit on there or anything at the time. Just plain water, and that thing was a little hard for it to break loose of the decal sheet. Once it eventually does, make sure the decal sheet is on the body of the car the time you're sliding it off. Don't try to take it off without it being on the body of the car. That will be very difficult to even try to get on once you get it off the decal sheet. So do it directly on the car from the sheet. But all in all, it was a nice kit. It was fun to build. The interior is just nothing really fancy. It's just standard. It does come with the pistol grip in there that Plymouth had in 1970 for the shifter. Like I said, it's just standard build kit. Just wanted to fix it up a little bit with the engine wise. And we'll see how it will go for the next project. Now that I have a couple of cans of this Dodge Color Sublime Green. We just might go with this this next kit here. We might do this other kit. I'm not sure yet. That's the 70 Plymouth AAR Cuda. Do a side-by-side setup here on the shelf. But that's it, guys. That's the latest on the bench coming from the Styrene Monkey workbench. And want to make sure, with all this tough times that we're going through right now, I want you all to be safe. Look out for one another. And we'll take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.